Hello, hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mawusi Ragland, and I have a special guest with us today, and his name is Devon Berry. He is phenomenal. He has a message for you all today. His message is, in order to be something, you have to do something. And I really like that. Let's welcome Devon. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for being on the show.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you. Now, I want to share with the audience. I met, I ran into him actually on Facebook, and he was with my mentor, Mr. Les Brown, at the airport. I saw a picture of him with him, and I was inspired by his story. And he's going to share with us all today his story. So I want to start and get right into it. So
Okay.
let us know about you. How old are you?
I am 26 years old.
Yes, you are. And are you in school right now?
I am in school. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now tell us a little bit about you. What was your childhood like growing up?
Yeah, so it started off humble beginnings from McDonough, Georgia, Metro Atlanta. I am a twin brother to my sister Destiny, my younger sister Jayana, and my older brother John. We grew up on a Christian background, so Christ was always a part of our lives. And I love the verse, Luke 1:37, that says, "For with God, nothing shall be impossible." And I think that defines my life with all the things that I've been able to overcome. And I love to tell people that sports was really pivotal. But let me back up a little bit. When I was at the age of 3, I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. It's a neurological disorder that affects muscle coordination. And thankfully, God blessed me to be able to, overcome those severe challenges to where my lower extremities are only affected by a little bit. I had to have about 9 leg surgeries um, through the course of my life. And by the age of 12, I wanted to do something that made me feel like a part of a team. So I asked my mom, you know, could I play football? And she allowed that. And I played defensive tackle. And I think the biggest thing that I wanted to do was inspire other people because I know that I could not always contribute athletically. So I wanted to be the voice for the team. And so by the age of 15, I had my first shot at being on national television in ESPN. And so I had to overcome a lot of challenges. And I always tell people that I had to build the confidence in being a part of a football interview to people. And I always tell people to keep God first because that's most important.
Yes. I am so honored to have you here, first off. When I saw you playing football, I it was jaw-dropping.
It's an honor to be here.
I could not believe
Right. I
you they
think I
called
think
you
that I
out to
think
the field and you made a touchdown. Or was it
tackle. So
the
I played
tackle?
defense.
Davon,
Yes, I made a tackle, and
you made a tackle. I mean, you they called you out and you made a
yes,
tackle
so I made a
right
tackle.
away. And the other team was calling your name as you were going out.
That's right, and it that opportunity has led to professional opportunities. And so today I'm working with the National Football League and doing some things at the corporate level. And I just love being around the game of football, and I'm trying to get into other different avenues. And so, that story is great because it gives others hope. And I always tell people no excuses and never to give up. And so, I wanted to do something, that was out of the ordinary for someone to have that has cerebral palsy.
I'm so proud of you. Also, I know that when by the age 3, you had found out that you had cerebral palsy. Is that the,
Yes, by the age of 3.
and during that time, your family was homeless? Is that correct?
I would say for the earlier part of my life, no, but for the middle part, like middle school and high school, yeah, there was some times where we had to, stay in hotels and everything. But that drove me to want to be successful.
Yes.
When I was, playing football and all those good times and stuff like that, yeah, we were living in a hotel, but that has driven me today to be very passionate about being successful and not living that life. Now, God has blessed me to be able to have great life and do some incredible things, inspiring people all over the world. And I'm grateful for those humble beginnings because it is who I am today. And I thank God for that.
Yes. So if someone right now we're going through that, they found out that they have a personal illness that they're facing today, and they're really struggling mentally, what would you tell that person? Because a lot of people
I
feel like
would,
they want to give up.
yes, I would tell that person, God is not the author of confusion, and to lean on into God, because that is what helped me be the young man that I am today. That was part of the reason why I wrote the book, Facing Your Fears, because 90% of it was mental, right? For me to overcome my challenges. And
Yes.
so I had to do something to get over these physical, um, deficiencies. And I was like, God, why did you put me, in a wheelchair? And so I began to pray and I began to read my Bible. And I find that, in order to make it in this life, we have to have faith in God. And so someone that is battling mental pressures, I'll just tell them personally, I believe in God, and that is the reason why I am where I am today because I was able to overcome those mental challenges through with the help of God.
Even though it was a physical situation, you still
Mm-hmm.
did not let anything hinder you because of your faith, you're saying.
Yes, and in the fall of 23, I'm going to be starting finishing my degrees at Southern Methodist University in Dallas,
Yeah.
um, and basically inspiring those students to never give up from a mental capacity. I'm writing a new book called How to Win, and that's going to be talking about those different challenges that I've had to overcome from a mental space. And so mental health is very important to make it into life.
Yes, it is. Now, I do want to go back. Your mother, when you initially wanted to start wrestling and playing football,
Mm-hmm.
she wasn't too happy about that at first. She didn't. She was trying to look at you as if you had some issues to where you wouldn't fit in that lifestyle. Correct? Is that fair to
Right.
say?
So I thank God for that because it allowed me to see, that you have a compassionate parent that doesn't want to see their son hurt. And I think that a lot of the drive, I was like, hey, mom, you have a choice. I know you want me to be regular, but you have a choice. Am I disabled or am I regular? She said I was regular. So I said, hey, mom, give me the opportunity to enjoy myself and do something that, others may not think that I could do. And so I want to tell people, I don't talk about this a lot, but my freshman year of college, which was in 2016, I got a wrestling scholarship at St. Cloud State University, which is the number one Division II school in the country. I was ranked in states in high school, the middle school. And so I told my mom, I said, if you wouldn't have gave me the opportunity to play football, would I have been on ESPN? Would I have had this opportunity to, wrestle? And so obviously I believe that God was using me to show other people that, don't look at the physical extremities. Through God, we can do all things. And that's Philippians 4:13. And, the Hebrews 11:1 says, for faith is the substance of things hoped for the evidence of things not seen. And I always tell people that you have to be driven with something. You have to be persistent. You have to be consistent and efficient, whatever that is. And so for me, I'm just grateful to have those opportunities because sport is the reason why I am where I am today.
I love that. And it's another quote that you say too that I picked up from you. You say, not everything that is faced.
So that was
changed.
James Baldwin.
Right. This is
Yes.
something that you said, and I heard it before, but this is it. But this is true. Would you like to say it? Not
yes, and so
say that quote.
so in the fall of 20, yes, ma'am. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it's faced. Yeah. That is from the great James Baldwin. When I was had an opportunity to be the keynote speaker at Adidas in the fall of 2018, before I got my first professional opportunity to be an intern at Adidas. So most of my professional experience is in marketing. Before I got to the NFL, I started working with the Texans and all that stuff. But I was an intern with Adidas. I was in their NCAA brand marketing department in 2019. I actually had got denied for an internship in 2018. So I said, hey, let me come and speak. And so when I got that opportunity, that's when I shared, what James Baldwin had said, because it's very true. Yeah. You may be looking at the situation, but in order to overcome that, you got to face it. And that is the reason why it correlated with my book, Facing Your Fears. And I think that it's great. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it's faced. So until you face that fear and overcome that thing, you're gonna be in the same position. But if you face it, you can achieve anything.
Right, because you get to open up new doors for yourself. You get to see what's on the other side.
That's right.
Right. So that's why that is important. And you also say having confidence is they start to having success.
Yeah, within yourself, because they have to be in you. Like I said previously, 90% of challenges can be overcome. How do you say it? Overcame. You can overcome challenges.
Yes,
if you have it mentally. Yeah. Like if you have it mentally, you can overcome those challenges. Yeah. And I think that comes from within. And I think the biggest thing for me is I had to stop being insecure. And, because everybody has different insecurities about whether it's physical, whether it's mental. I mean, everybody has their different challenges. But for me, I was like, man, I got this, and that's why I want to get it. And having confidence within yourself is the foundation of being successful. That's the stepping stone. Because if you can believe it, then you can get other people to believe it. And I think my life is an example of believing in yourself to get other people to believe in you. And I just thank God for this platform because it's given me a great opportunity to inspire other people to go get it.
Yes. And also what I do, I like to talk about people that has overcome addictions or overcome any kind of abuse or anything of those things, because a lot of people are suffering and a lot of people don't talk about those things. And when they do, they feel victimized, as if it hinders them. It makes them feel as though it was their fault. They did something wrong, and they get stuck and they get on drugs, or they're addicted to alcohol. They do other things to self-harm themselves because of things that's happened, traumatic things that's happened. And I do know that you grew up with your mother and your father, and I know that they did divorce, right? They had hard times. And I know as a child, you felt that maybe I don't know how you felt, but I do want to talk to you about that because you were abused by your father at some point in your life.
That is true, and I think as a young man, as a young black man, for sure, we look to our fathers to help support us. And early out through my younger life, my dad was there, but he was very abusive to me, and I was thinking, God, why is this happening? Being differently. I always tell people that I don't have a disability, I have a different ability. It's the ability that God has given me. And so I was like, God, if you
Say
give
that
me
one
this
more
different
time,
ability,
please.
I do not have a disability. I have a different ability. I have the ability that God has given me. And I said, God, if I have this different ability, then why is it that my dad is abusing me? And so that comes with grace. That's one of the few fruits of the spirit: peace, love, happiness. And I've been able to forgive my dad and love him because other people are dealing with other things. Like, you can't put your things on other people because people have other challenges. And so, because I'm so mentally strong and capable to deal with a lot, I just say, I'm gonna forgive him, because some people just don't know any better. And I think for me, that's what I wanted people to know about me, is that I've had to overcome a lot, and those were one of those challenges. And today, I am who I am because of those different things that I've had to experience. And that just let me know that the day that I become a father, to do the right thing by my kids and not go down that path. Because I want to be a great example to other young black men and other men in general, regardless of color. This is how you're supposed to live your life. If you work hard, you can get whatever you need done. And that includes being a great husband, a great father, and everything, and a great citizen.
Yes. And I think too, as well, is that when you're able to forgive
Mm-hmm.
the person that hurts you the most, that you love the most as well, but and not saying that that's okay, but saying
Right,
that I forgive you because I want to release myself. I want to move on. I don't want anything to hinder and hold on to me and block
right.
me from moving in my life.
Because a lot of times though, like, you can see people doing things to you, and then you start to sit them down and talk to them. You realize that you're not the person that they're mad with. They're mad with themselves, and so because of that, they act out on you from an outer experience, and then we start to internalize it. Start to really look at that person's history, and then see why they're just so upset and enraged with anger. And so God has allowed me to have two great parents. And I say that because the Bible says, honor thy parents, which is the first commandment. And so me and my dad have since, built a relationship, and I love him, because that's what Christ would do. And so, all of those things are in the past, and I'm just trying to be the best young man that I can, because I know that it's honor. It's an honor to respect your parents, regardless of what they do. And so I'm proud of my mom for just having to go through what she went through, raising four beautiful kids, um, for the most part by herself. And I just thank God for them teaching us Christ, and that is the reason why I'm at where I'm at today.
I'm so happy that they have stood by your side. I'm happy that you've always had a voice. And that's what's important, is that the women and the men that are listening to you, is that
Okay,
the whole time you've had a voice, you spoke up for yourself. You
that's
didn't
right.
hide your feelings and keep these things in and wish upon somebody was hearing you. You came out and used your voice and made yourself heard, and you made people respect you and listen to you because you
Mm-hmm.
have a mission. You felt something, that there was something bigger because you were given this life. You had a stroke when you were getting delivered. You with your
That's right.
sister.
That's part of the reason why I have cerebral palsy. But I feel like, um I feel like God has blessed me to the point to where I'm not I know this is weird to say, but I'm not ashamed of having a different ability, because God is I think God wanted people to see how great he truly was by having me having a different ability and being able to accomplish some things that other people that are able-bodied can't even do. And so I will never be ashamed of who I am. I own who I am. And I'm just grateful that God has given me this life, because without this different ability, would I have the platform that I had today? And so that's what you got to ask yourself. So there's a purpose for everything. And I always tell people that your passion leads to your purpose. And I've been passionate about helping other people. I've been passionate about, sport. And here I am today with the NFL and other avenues with Adidas and all these cool things. And I didn't ask God. I didn't ask God for this. God gave me this because He wanted me to be a vessel for other people that may not can speak up for themselves. And I just thank God for it.
I'm so thankful for it, and I'm thankful for you. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful for you. And you sit too on here. Well, everyone, he does work for NFL. Would you like to talk a little bit about that? You want to speak a little bit about the NFL?
Yes, sure. So last year, well, let me back up. In 2020, I got my first opportunity with the Houston Texans as a game day ticket scanner. I was at Texas Christian University at the time as a student, and I wanted to immerse myself. I had did the internship with Adidas, and so that got me an opportunity with Houston Texans. I worked for them for 2 years with the Houston Texans from 2020 in the height of the pandemic to 2022, and then I got my first opportunity with the corporate office today. I got the job offer last year today, and it's crazy. April 27th, 2022, they offered me a position as performance marketing coordinator at the NFL today. I got a phone call and said, "Hey, I heard about you. Do you work for the Texans? Do you want this part-time opportunity?" And so in June, I actually stepped down because I needed surgery. I stepped down from that position, and now I'm on the track to get back immersed with the NFL, and they've ushered me in, and it's been great. And I'm getting ready to switch positions. So God has been good, and I'm just grateful that the NFL believed in me and giving me an opportunity. So it's a great. It's a virtual opportunity. So I work remotely, and today is the day that they offered me that offer last year, which is crazy. I'm not in that position no more, but that's how I started my NFL corporate opportunity, and I'm here today in a different position. So God is good. You can't beat God.
That is so awesome. Today makes your 1 year.
So I've been working. Yeah, so I've been working for the NFL for 3 years, since 2020, since 2020. But I switched over to the corporate office last year today, and ever since then, I stepped down, resigned from the role they offered me today last year. But I'm in a new position today. And so it's just a great opportunity to inspire other people. And I just thank God when they offered me my first opportunity. And so, I think God just wanted me to have a big platform, and I'm just trying to deal with it the best I can.
Well, yes, you are doing wonderful. And I have to share this with you as well. And today I joined Les Brown Prodigy Program April 27th, 2020. So
Wow.
just imagine, I mean, come on, April 20th, that's when my life started. I joined the Les Brown Prodigy Program April 27th.
And I would love to meet Mr. Les, because I always looked at his videos. I would love to. One of my ultimate goals is to either listen to Mr. Les Brown speak in person or speak with him and come
that's
up right
just
behind
sweet.
him.
Well, you're lucky because I have his information, so you can personally send him over an email.
Yeah, he told me to do that at the airport, and I forgot. I'm trying to travel everywhere, but he told me to do that when I met him.
Well, guess what? You can get it tonight, right when we hang up. I'll have my producer. He'll send you over his email.
Awesome. That's a great man.
Yes, and I'll contact him too. But I am just like real. Like, there's no mistakes in life. There's no mistakes in life. I feel things happen for a reason, and people cross paths for a reason. And
That's great.
you are just absolutely phenomenal. Is there anything that you would like to share with somebody? Well, I know one thing you said before. You said that power,
Yes. So
power of sports.
mhm.
You said something about power and sport.
Education. Yes, the power. So is their marketing summit, and it said through sport we have the power to change lives. Right, that was their slogan in 2019 and 2018, and so power in sports and education changed my life. And today I'm a student at Dallas College with a 4.0 GPA, getting my associate pretty soon here in 2 weeks, and I'll be a student at Southern Methodist University in Dallas in a few weeks. And so I wanted to use sports as an opportunity to be determined, to have perseverance, and to have camaraderie, right? But for me, I care more about education and writing books and inspiring people more than I do sport. Sport is just something that God blessed me to be around. And I have been fortunate enough to have a platform to speak about sport. But I think, in this lifetime that we're living, I would tell anyone, if you can get around education, it will truly change your life. And I've spoken to some of the biggest universities, some of the biggest places, but I would say education is something that is very important. And that is the reason why I'm making sure I get mine. My twin sister motivated me because she already has her master's degree at Boston University. And my sister and brother, they went to the military, and my sister, Jayana, works at Lockheed Martin. So I wanted to tell people that your story, your drive, your passion, it's not for you, it's for someone else to be either delivered, inspired, or uplift. You got to uplift other people so that God can uplift you to do his purpose. And so that's what I would share with other people, that your story is not for you, it's to pass it on for someone else. And I just thank God for giving me a platform to be able to tell people that God is real. Look at me. I come from basically nothing to something because of God. And I will always glorify God till the day I die.
Well, you're the image of him. You are him. So that's the thing, is that that's within you. So you're a living, true, walking God yourself. Okay. And education is very important, and sports is very important. I'm an athlete for the rest of my life. Why? Because it helps me mentally and physically. I can take on a lot because I'm an athlete. You can take on it, it empowers you, right?
Yes, I remember. I don't talk. I don't know why I don't talk about this a lot, but I've achieved so many different things. Where sometimes you forget what you start achieving.
Yeah.
In 2018, I got an opportunity to go to a development camp for track and field for Team USA. They were looking at me. They saw that I did very well in high school with track and field and throwing events. They said, "Hey, Devon, you have a strong arm. You can throw. You can do field events." And one of my high school teammates, who's on Team USA, Daniel Roberts, he is a 110 hurdler, and he's a strong believer in Jesus Christ. And so,
Yeah.
just being able to go to Team USA and all these other things that I've been able to accomplish because of sport, it's given me an opportunity to impact other people. And I've met so many different other people through sport. And I just thank God for using my different ability. It's not a disability, it's an ability that God has given me to be able to show people that there are no excuses. And I just hope that this message allows people to go get whatever they want. I used to always tell my football teammates, don't stop, get it. And that's what I'm doing in my young life. And I know I have so much more to achieve. And this is
You're only
great.
26. The world is yours. Literally.
That's right.
It's anyone's that's willing to go after life.
Right. I want to be a business owner in about 2 years.
Well, that's
I
what I was
told
going
my
to tell you is that
yeah, I told my
education is it gets you a job, but self-education will get you wealth. Okay. So
yes.
that is something that you will work on and you will achieve is creating your
Oh
own
yeah.
business.
Right. And over the last 5 months, I've interviewed with the top schools in the world, from Yale to Princeton to Cornell University. I ended up not going to those schools, but God has shown me with hard work and ethic that the top schools in the world are looking at my educational success. And that's something that my mom always preached. She has a master's degree in early childhood development. My sister has a master's degree in public relations. My cousin went to Harvard. So we come, and my uncle went to the University of Georgia. So there's no excuses to not be educated in our family. I think for me, the reason why I'm still in the process of getting mine, because I've been flying here, flying there, trying to inspire other people. But I've always valued education, and I'm finally getting to it, and about to graduate in a few weeks. And before it's all over, I'll have about 3 degrees. So in a short span, this time next year or 2 years after this, I'll probably have a master's degree. So um, this is God is good, and I'm just grateful to have that opportunity because education is a privilege. It's not something that you just get. You have to earn that, and so I think that if I can share with anyone a piece of advice, never take for granted when someone blesses you. Always be thankful, because that's what Psalms 100 says: "Be thankful for Him and bless His name." I love to earn everything, because when you earn something, you look back and you say, I overcame that because I had the confidence within myself to achieve that. And so I think for me, I'm glad that at a young age, I am appreciative of not being given things, having to go get it and be a voice for myself. And I wouldn't trade my life for the world.
I thank you so much for being who you are today. It's a blessing. I want for you, before we wrap it up, we will be joining back on this show in what, a couple of months or so. You'll be reaching back out so we can
Okay.
part two, because he will be graduating. He will be graduating because he will be graduating. And he's going to be
That's
coming out
right.
with another book that he would like to share with the audience today and for next time. But today he's going to leave you with his book where you could buy it. They can purchase your book, correct? Facing
Yes.
Fears. Okay.
Uh, yes. Yep.
And then
Facing Your Fears. Yes. So that book is. Go ahead.
they can get that on Amazon. Well, you'll share that with the audience and then give them your contact information if they would like to reach out to you, please.
Yes. So if you would like to reach out to me, you can reach me at Devon Berry, my first and last name, DevonBerry Productions with an S at gmail.com. Please email me. And then for my book, Facing Your Fears, you can find that on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Walmart, eBay. It's all over the place. And I'm actually working on a new book called How to Win. So now that we've faced our fears, we're going to teach you how to win. And so this is going to be a life coaching book to inspire and cultivate a winning mentality. And I want to show people how to win. And so I'm really excited about that. But you can go get Facing Your Fears. Right now, you get an opportunity to learn from a 18-year-old Devon Berry and how I was feeling then versus what I'm going to be coming out with in a few years. So I appreciate all the support, and thank you guys for listening to this interview.
Yes. And before you leave, aren't you you're available for speaking engagements as well, correct?
That is correct. I've been focusing on school these last few months, but I am definitely I'm definitely available to do speaking engagements. So just hit me up on Devon Berry Productions at gmail.com. And I would love to come to your venue. Obviously, we can talk about the other stuff later, but if you want to reach out to me, that's the best way to do it, and I'll be in contact with you guys.
That's exciting. Thank you so very much. I'm so happy that you showed up today. And I'm just so excited. And you left them with the tools that they need in order to make it in life, correct?
Yeah, I will say this. Remember this: be persistent, consistent, and efficient. And there are no excuses, and never give up, and believe in God. That's what I want to leave you guys with today.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll be seeing you soon. Thank you so much, Devon, and have a wonderful evening. Enjoy.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening in and tuning in. And now we are going to leave you and we will chat with you soon. Enjoy. It's WuRag.